What's up everyone, Ibra here. I think this is my first Computex 2023 coverage, so I'm excited. We are at the ASRock booth, and there's some, pretty cool stuff. By the way, huge thanks to our sponsors, MSI, Thermaltake, Coolmaster, and Fantex. Without them, none of this show coverage would have been possible. So I'm gonna start with the monitors. So we all know monitors are pretty expensive, especially if you are an enthusiast. You gotta spend almost like, a lot of money, let's just put it that way. But if you are looking for an entry-level budget gaming monitor, I think ASRock has come up with a really cool solution. So this is the A24FE. It is a 1080p, 100 hertz IPS display. And the cool thing is, it only costs $100, which is pretty amazing, right? I mean, if you want to build a budget...
What?
Yeah.
Only 100?
Yeah. Now, it only has one display connector, which is HDMI 1.4, but it also has base mount support, so if you are looking to put this in a monitor arm, that's a possibility too. So really cool, flexible options from ASRock. They also have a 27-inch version of the exact same specs, and it is going to be priced a little bit higher. I'm assuming it's going to be around $125 US. The only thing to watch out for is that the brightness levels on these panels are not that great. It's only 250 nits, but come on, can't really complain for a $100 monitor. So yeah, 100 hertz, 1080p IPS displays from ASRock, really affordable solutions. This is pretty cool.
All right, Ibra, but what about the image quality?
Oh, so I have used 24 inches VA panels in the past, and this definitely looks a lot better in terms of viewing angles, so you can definitely you don't see a lot of color shifting, but certainly a really nice upgrade over your traditional cheap VA panels that are on the market right now. Okay, so we just looked at some budget gaming monitors from ASRock, but this right here is an 8K 55-inch 60 hertz gaming display. Now, if you ask me what the use case is, I don't know. PS5, console gaming, probably. So like I mentioned earlier, it is an IPS display. They have applied a glossy, it is a glossy screen, it's not matte, so it's highly reflective, but what I have to mention is that in comparison to these other gaming displays out there, it certainly looks a lot more vivid and brighter, and it has HDR certification as well, so you are getting a really nice, immersive, crystal sharp gaming display. So that's what it is. In terms of price point, it's going to be a lot. ASRock hasn't confirmed pricing yet, but I know for a fact that it's going to be probably a couple $1,000s. So as we all know, driving 8K displays is pretty difficult, even on modern GPUs. So I'm not sure what the ideal setup would be, but I don't know, maybe these three cards combined together, if it's even remotely possible, could probably power this at 8K. Now while we're here, ASRock's also showcasing some next generation Intel 13 Gen Z790 motherboards. So right here we have the Riptide series with Wi-Fi 7 support. We have the flagship motherboard over here, which is the Phantom Gaming Nova, and then we have the Riptide, and then we have a much more budget-oriented, which although I don't know what the price point is, that's unconfirmed. But yeah, Wi-Fi 7, new motherboards. I think they're preparing for Intel's 13 Gen Meteor Lake CPUs, so yeah.
Tell us about Wi-Fi 7.
Oh, I don't know, it's faster. All right, so we all know that motherboards are getting expensive and expensive year by year. So if you look at this Taichi's B650E, it's almost $370 US, but ASRock is coming out with a light version of that motherboard, which is, as you can see, the B650 Taichi Lite. And basically what they've done is taken the DNA of the Taichi series and they've integrated it into a much more streamlined motherboard. So you don't get the fancy, design aesthetics, and they've also toned down the RGB lighting on the motherboard, but they have maintained the same VRM cooling solutions in the components. They have eliminated the fan as well, but yeah, it's going to be around $80 to $110 less expensive than the flagship Taichi motherboard. So with something like this, it actually makes the switch to AIM-5 platforms a lot more affordable and more accessible.
All right, Ibra, what is this thing?
Okay, so this is a bare bones solution from ASRock. It's called the Deskmate. So essentially what ASRock's done is it's an 8-liter chassis, and they've managed to design a custom AM5 motherboard that can fit inside this thing. So it does come with a 500-watt power supply, and it can support graphics cards up to 20 centimeters. So that's pretty cool. And it is a pretty interesting looking black box. And the price point is expected to be around $200 US, which is pretty good, to just get on the AM5 platform again. But that's about it, If you want a really compact AM5 motherboard that comes in a black box, look no further. So that's pretty much everything that you need to know from ASRock for Computex 2023. I think I'm really excited about that $100 monitor. I mean, $100 for 100 hertz, that's like $1 per hertz. It's pretty great.
That should be like the standard, you know?
Yeah, it should be the standard, man. So if you're paying $240, you should get a 240 hertz display. That would be so cool. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. Again, huge thanks to our sponsors for supporting our coverage, and I will talk to you guys in the next video, which I don't know if it's going to be a Computex video, but in the next video. So, peace out.